Hey guys, welcome back to the second video of the Black Square Beechcraft Baron. And I know you guys don't like longer videos, and the last one was about 15 minutes long. And it said you guys only watched about the first 30 seconds of the video, so I'll try to hurry this up. So let's start in the checklist right away. And once again, thank you for watching, and please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. So first, we're going to do I just did the run up here, so we're going to do the before takeoff checklist. Mixture, max power, oil temperature 24, minimum max fuel pump off, AC off, lighting light on. I know I'm doing this at the parking spot, but the runway is right next to me. So transponder in out mode, weather radar, we can turn that on, it's already on, okay. So let's go ahead and I will skip the taxi for you guys because I know it's kind of boring. So I'll go ahead and skip that taxi for you guys and I'll be back um, when we're done. Actually, you know what? I don't think I'll pause it for at least now because again the runway's right here, so I'll just I'll just keep it right here. And we'll taxi pretty quick. So I'm not gonna really brief the chart because we're not gonna really be doing a chart. I'm just gonna be doing a direct to Mike Sierra Lima Papa, but we're gonna do all that in the air, um, just to add on to the I don't know the skill of it. You know, just just cause just cause I can. You know. So let's pull out onto the runway. Put our landing lights on. Parking brake. Fuel pump low. All that on. Strobe can come on. Make sure full rich. Prop full up. Flaps are coming down. And I just want to. It's Charlie Alpha Tango VR. I just want to get the frequency 117.1. 117.1. Boom. Map and CDI on that. I'm going to set it to 2000 RPM. The mag check. Left mag. Right mag. I know I shouldn't do this with the fuel pump, but we're just checking it so you guys can see that it does indeed work. Um, with the mags, they do give a drop in RPM. But anyways, let's go. Flaps are down. I did the control check at the parking area, so we're fine. Takeoff power set, 90 knots, and take off. Positive rate of climb, gears coming up. Gears up and locked. Above 90 knots, flaps are up. We're gonna make a shallow left turn. You can see all these nice autumn trees over San Salvador. They look actually pretty nice. This is just base Sims in Salvador. The airport is a modded airport that I actually modded again myself. And yeah, so we're gonna climb up probably to 5,000 feet because I know that's what we normally would go to. Let's try to keep this standard a little bit. IEP engaged. Vertical speed arm that. And we'll climb at about 1,000 feet a minute up there. With the heading bug. I'll just keep the heading bug straight. And we can turn our landing lights and taxi lights off and fuel pump come off. Check our cowl flaps are up. and then we are cruising. So for this, I'll pause, and I'll see you guys back when I'm on the approach. Well, I guess OBS isn't going to let me pause it, so you guys are just going to have to sit with me, unless I decide to cut it in post, but I don't know. So we're going to flip to the VOR frequency, and that'll give us a DME and a CDI. Should be like this way. The VOR is a little, or I should say the OBS is a little quick in how it spins, so it's a little annoying. But actually we can do, I'm going to pull up the ILS frequency for Mike Sierra Lima Papa, and we'll do the ILS just like I did yesterday, but you guys didn't catch it because OBS was breaking. So we're going to do this one, except I'll just join, I don't know, I'll probably just join right here with our, because this aircraft has RNAV, so what I'm going to do is probably descend, I'll descend down to 2,200 feet, set that as a descent, 500 feet per minute, and we're going to switch this over to RNAV, and set the frequency to 1171, radial, it should be from on top, 2 on bottom. There should be radial 250. 25. Yeah, it's 250. Then distance at 8 miles. 7, 8. I think to properly use the RNAV, you have to go like this. Yeah, we're on RNAV waypoint. I wonder why it's not working. I know how to get it to work is you go in here, and then you go like this. You change the avionics out, because it'll, right now it's only, the option is between nav and RNAV, or nav and GPS, but now it's between nav and RNAV. So now we can turn on autopilot, turn on nav mode, turn on vertical speed, and go down with it. There we go. And we're about approaching VNE, so I better slow on down. And I'll put the nav frequency 110.3, 110.3 for that. And that changed because I was on the frequency, but this I have to change from the HSI source to nav 1 and 2. And I can also put this one 117 or 110.3. 3. Boom. Now this should move. There we go. I'll set it to 070. And it looks like we're gonna have to do a teardrop entry probably to get it to where we want to go. I'll try teardrop entry to the right this time. So it'll be, it's 270 plus 30, or yes, plus 30. 1, 2, 3 plus 30. Once we get there, time for 1 minute. Once we cross the localizer, then we can turn. Go in heading mode now. Do this. So sort of on like a back course right now, and actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down the back course a little while. Go down the back course until we get to 8 point there. Yep. 3. Okay, time 1 minute. We have our transponder right here, so we can time 1 minute. Start the counter. And then we can initiate our pre-descent or our descent checklist. Cal flaps closed, throttle reduce, mixture enrichen, engine performance monitor. Engine performance all looks fine. The approach, seats and seatbelt secure. Fuel selector is on the fullest tank, which would be the right. It is on the right. Fuel and balance 15 gallons max. Should be, yeah. Tipping selector as required. No oxygen off. Landing light on. Landing light on. Pitot heat on if less than 4 Celsius. Prop heat on. AC off, which we didn't turn it on this flight. Tail flaps is required. I'm gonna put them down or open. Mixture max power flaps for approach. And we passed our minute by 16 seconds, but that's fine. I did want to go a little further. We can get established. Now we're turning back in. Did our teardrop, and now we're coming back in for the localizer. And when this centralizes, then and we pass back through the 8.2, we can go down to 1,200. You can see there's the airport over there. Then I'll go nav mode like this. Switch the nav over there. I'm hoping it'll align like that. We did pass it a little bit. Not sure why, but we did. But we're fine. We're in approach mode. Glide slope is still in arm, though. But we have captured the localizer. We're just going back over left to it right now. And hoping it will centralize for now. I don't know if you guys can hear me, so I'll turn myself up a little bit, which I did notice from the other video. And I'll turn the game down just slightly, just so you guys can hear a slight rumble, but not too much. And we're still waiting for the 8.3. Glide slope is slowly coming down. So I put this because the glide slope seems to move. It seems to be more noticeable when it's actually alive than here in the HSI. Okay, we want to slow down again. Let's slow down more. I'll go like 15 in the manifold. and RPM. The POH just says leave it at full RPM for landing, but I don't know. I don't trust that. I'm not sure why, but I don't trust it. It's because I've always heard the saying like don't use low manifold pressure, or is it's high manifold pressure and low RPM. So I believe low manifold pressure and high RPM is probably fine. Um, just my pretty limited. There we go. There's the glide slope. Now we're in coupled. Yeah, but yeah, my 8.3. We are descending, and the minimums for this are for a Cat 1 DME are 300 feet. So we'll make this our radar altitude warning thingy. So we get this little light by the radar altitude meter, which is down here in the bottom left corner. Put it at 300 feet, so we get the little warning here when we're at decision height. Because again, it is radar. So decision height, actually, yeah, it's the same. Okay. So we're descending. We are on final. We can go ahead and put that gear down. Gear is down and locked. Landing light is on. Fuel pump is on. Mixture is full. Rich prop is full. Just waiting for the flap speed to come. We're almost in flap speed. We're still going pretty fast though, so gotta watch our speed. Okay, there's flap speed. I'm just gonna do flaps 1 and watch them come down. Flaps 1 set. I'll sit her here at about 110 knots for now. Maybe I'll drop it down to 100. I don't want it to drop lower than like 90 for now. Temperature and pressure is all looking good. And our checklists have been completed. We are ready to go. Let's take a look at the airplane from the outside. It's looking pretty good, This airplane looks really nice. The Bonanza. I like it a lot. And I believe our next flight is going to be the Baron. So keep that in mind if you guys want to see anything different, or if you want the next flight to be the Beechcraft Baron, one of the 3 types. Or I was also thinking doing a flight in the Fenix or in the A350 from any builds. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And we're at 18 minutes. We should be landing anytime soon. Just when we get her on the ground, it stopped. I want to bid you guys farewell. Thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting the channel. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you later. But not quite yet. We still gotta land. Stupid GSX popping up. That's something you probably shouldn't do in real life, is pulling out your phone on final approach when you're established on an ILS, which I just did. So FAA, come get me. But yeah, Comalapa is looking pretty nice this time of year. Definitely doesn't look like this right now in real life, but it's looking pretty good. We're below our MDA, so we have the runway in sight. We're gonna continue, and we're gonna kick off this autopilot because it's about to make us unstabilized. I'm gonna put the nose trim really low, so I'm constantly having to pitch up. I want to avoid these trees at all costs. Coming in on the Pappy now. And now we're going visually, going down for the numbers. We move our sight picture to the touchdown zone. Then as the touchdown zone passes out of view, we put our throttle to idle and move our aiming point to the very end of the runway as we continue to pitch back, and we are down. I'm getting a notification from ACARS. It's VA ACARS. That was a 180 feet per minute landing, so not bad, but also not that great for a GA plane. Little, not quite on the center line. But don't judge me, okay? This is my first real landing in it, and it's kind of a heavy plane. It doesn't really like to. It's weird because it's heavy, but also doesn't want to land. It wants to keep flying. So put the flaps up, put the fuel pump off, landing light off, and we can go ahead and shut her down. Master avionics off, standby, boom, 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 and we can exit the plane. And in MSFS 2024 fashion, there are now bugs on the wings. They go out all the way to the end. There's dirt on the landing gear bays, bugs in the front, and I can faintly hear the engine ticking. So, thank you guys for watching again. I will see you later. Bye-bye.